Hey there, good morning everyone. Thursday, the 23rd of June, 2022. This morning's devotional is a reading from the prophet Nahum, chapter 1, reading verse 7, which reads, "The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in him." When things go wrong, what is your first thought? God has let you down? And obviously we're not going to blame ourselves, but someone has let us down, and it's not me. There is a game that we all love playing, and it is called the blame game. What we don't realize is that the blame game that we play is an exercise in futility. My dad used to say that both God and Satan get too much blame for the things they're not directly responsible for. Many of our difficulties are the result of living in an imperfect, broken world. You are the victim of a bad economy. You may have lost your job because the company was losing money and had to pay people off. Sometimes we are victims of ourselves. Poor choices, mistakes, and sin create difficulty and pain for which we are responsible. So here's 3 thoughts that can help us spiritually, emotionally, and mentally in difficult times. Number 1, get to know God better. We often suffer because we don't understand his nature or his character. We fall into the trap of thinking, God's way of life is a life of ease, a life of no pain, a life of no suffering. There's nothing further from the truth. Jesus said in John chapter 6, verse 33, "In this life you will have much trouble, but I have overcome the world." Number 2, get to know the Word of God. Jesus told the religious leaders of his day in Mark chapter 12, verse 24, "Your mistake is that you don't know the Scriptures and you do not know the power of God." Study the lives of the men and women of the biblical times: Moses, David, Elijah, Esther, Deborah, Paul, and the apostles, and find that their lives were marked by great difficulty, by pain and suffering. Yet, in their difficulty, they found that God is sufficient. If God is sufficient for them, he will be sufficient for you. Number 3, get to know yourself better. Yes, we are all weak, and we are all ineffectual, much to the horror of many out there. Put your confidence in God and discover what amazing things God can do with someone whose strength is found in God. My dear friends, we need to stop playing the blame game and begin owning our thoughts and our actions. My mother always used to say that if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. We have everything at our disposal to make life that little bit sweeter and much more bearable, and it is found in God. May the Lord be with you, may he bless you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.